It's finally here. Let's go. Since I'm going to be using this bag as my riding bag, I'm going to actually talk about the rainfly, which I haven't really seen a lot of people do, but I needed the extra protection while I'm out in the elements riding either a scooter, a mini bike, or even my bicycle while wearing this bag. But we can't really talk about all of the features and the cons of this bag until we open it up. So let's jump over to the workbench and take care of that. So let's see what it comes with. This is pretty good branding, but let's get it out of the box right here because I know me trying to do it on camera, it's going to be pretty difficult. Okay, gives us a little more room. So let's open it up. Let's talk about the material. They say that it's water resistant, which I don't doubt. And the actual seams and the zippers are pretty well built, but they also offer what they call a rainfly. In order to be able to, I guess, have 100% waterproof. Let's try to see how it fits. You can see there is no zippers showing. And with this rainfly, your backpack becomes 100% waterproof. And you're able to make sure that your equipment doesn't get wet, which is a pretty good thing. Let's see how it goes back in the bag. Just like on the tent, kind of fold it in place. Roll it up, put it back inside the bag that it comes with. You have something that fits in the inside pocket that allows you to be ready anytime you may get rain. I went ahead and actually filled up the bag. That way, whenever we open it up, we can see how much you can actually fit in there. The first things we're going to talk about are the side pockets. They have magnets on them to keep them shut, as well as some elastic on the side to be able to expand. They should be able to hold the water bottle, as well as possibly a gorilla pod or some sort of tripod. If I needed to, I could use the accessory loops as well as the latch, and I can hold this in place a little better. Let's take these out so that I can open up the inside. The main compartment of the bag is actually separated into two sections, the bottom section and what Nomatic calls the top loft area. In order to access the loft, you have two options. You can do it from the front as well as from the back. We'll look at the back in a bit. But as you can see here, I can have the Nomatic fly, Rubik's Cube, my notes, my daughter's Switch, my headphones, handheld tripod, lip balm, my motorcycle disc lock, as well as a cable. But like I said earlier, there's different ways to access that loft. The second way is from the back. Here is also with magnets. It opens and closes, and I'm able to access the full loft. I opted for the 2 camera box version of this, which allows me to get most of my gear in here. This is a camera, a bunch of GoPros, their respective batteries, ND filters, and mic adapters, as well as anything else that I would need. Some more ND filters, puck lights, hard drives separated from the puck lights because they're magnetic, some playing cards, an extra lavalier mic, and my on-the-go motovlog setup, just in case I'm going to be riding with some friends and they don't have audio. The good thing about this big section of the bag is that you can control how big the loft is, as well as the bottom side. So if you only want to work with one camera pack, you can. And then one of the good things about it is that you can put it this way, as well as on this side, if you don't want them to be readily available, readily seen when you open your bag. If you want to, you're able to actually put one of these camera boxes inside, so you can also access it from the loft area, and you can still put everything in there that I had before. There's a third configuration of this ladder system, which will allow for the bag to be fully accessible from the loft area or the front, and not able to be seen from the back. So you can open it up, you have full privacy over here, but then you'll be able to, from the top, access all the way to the bottom. Let's say that you don't want to have your camera gear with you. There's some latches here. This holds it in place pretty well. It has a little back seam that actually latches on here to make sure that it doesn't just fall apart. Now you have a fully open bag, 25 liters, to be able to be opened from the back, but also from the top axis. Fully open. So let's see how long it takes to put back the ladder system. So you do the latches first. You go all the way through to the 2 buttons on each side. And then you can find the right place by just making this parallel with the bottom. Ladder part be perpendicular. Taking a look at the strap that Nomatic included in this particular case, they latch pretty easily. So let's put it on one of the sides to see how it works. Let's say you're putting your tripod in here and it's too tall, and you want to make sure that it's not too top heavy so it falls off. So the only thing you have to do is press this, it unlatches automatically. You pass this through the accessory loop, you latch it back up again, and you do the same thing on the other side. Pretty easy installation, and now you have a way to hold a tripod in place. This same accessory latch will work on the front as well, so you just have to make this a little bigger, then you would just slide it from the top, same way you would do it inside. Nice. Let's look at the straps. The sternum latch is there if you need it. If you want to move it up and down, you're able to do so along the provided loops on the straps. They hold it in place pretty well. Adjusting the length of the strap is just like in any other bag, but anything that's left over does not just swell around because it's being held in place by a small elastic. The straps themselves are actually pretty cushioned. As you can see from the side, there's a decent amount of padding, and once you wear it, they're actually incredibly comfortable. Here on the side you have your laptop sleeve. It fits up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro. On the back you'll find great padding, both at the top and the bottom. You'll also see the P-Pyre Life logo embossed. The bag also has 2 hidden features. The first one is 2 loops, one on each side, so you can use the removable waist strap, which they sell to you separately. And the second one is the luggage strap at the back, so you can consolidate everything you need if you're traveling with this bag. The grab handle is actually in the back. A little bit awkward, but it holds pretty well. The bottom of the bag is flat, so it stands on its own. It comes in pretty handy. But not everything is rainbows and butterflies, right? So there are a little bit of things here and there that this bag just needs a little more to make it the perfect bag. The first thing, there's really not a room for one of the older gimbals. Maybe if you have one of the new ones, more compact ones, you can put it in there. But the one that I have doesn't fit. There's only one accessory strap that Nomatic included. I feel like they should at least include 2, because getting to that next point of buying a new one just adds a little more cost to what already is a decently priced bag. The original review units had 4 pockets, 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top, split up with the middle. The new ones, obviously, as you can see here, just have 2 zipper pockets, but I wish they would have used this area at the top as having 2 separate ones, kind of like the original ones did, so that it gives me a little more room to put things in. But based on how this closes, it could have potentially interfered with the room you have up here in the loft. I know the bag is marketed for more of an everyday use, so this may be why the reason why they didn't include a lock for the zippers, but I do know that the travel bag comes with a loop to be able to lock your zippers together when you're traveling. I think that it needs a little bit more room, maybe a slip for a tablet or something, which makes me wonder what was that one pocket that nobody was able to talk about in the original reviews. Maybe that's what it needs, but it could have also made it a bit more bulky at the front, which would interfere with the function of the cross straps at the front. You can see the cubes, they're a bit misshapen. I mean, they're not as sturdy as the originals were. So, but Nomatic actually addressed this, and everybody that backed this project is able to get a metal rim for all of the cubes for free. It will be shipped for free and everything, just so that you do have that rigidity that was originally shown. They have some reasons why they went this way in their design, and I'll link their video about it in the description below. It's hand in hand with the ladder, but I mean, it's a little more flimsy than I would have wanted, or I would have actually seen,
but then again, it allows you to kind of conform to whatever it is you're putting in the bag instead of being constricted by the size and dimensions of it. There's been delays everywhere in manufacturing and shipping. So having this be a late delivery instead of October 2021, it was in April 2022. I was expecting it. As I am aware, Nomatic are actually not going to be selling this bag until they actually have it in stock in their warehouse, and you can actually get it from their website from stock, and it'll be shipping right away. So the bag, it is a little bit on the pricey side, but it does have a lifetime warranty. If you want to see all of the actual things that it covers, there you can go to their link on the website and actually read over everything. But from what I heard, lifetime warranty from them is pretty good. So now that I've gone through all of the specs, the pros and the cons of this bag, if you feel like you need to pull the trigger, please consider clicking the link in the description, as it is an affiliate link, and at no cost to you, it will help me out and my channel. So after having and using this bag for over a month, would I still think it's worth it? To me, it is. I mean, it's a great bag. The construction materials and finish is amazing. It's really great. It's a bit on the expensive side, yes, but for the most part, people are using it to house their camera gear, which is going to be way more expensive than the bag itself. Like I said earlier, there's little tweaks here and there that I would do to make it perfect bag. And who says you can't travel with the everyday bag? I am currently on a 3-day work trip, and the only thing I packed was that bag. But if you want to see if me packing that light actually worked for me, the video will be right here.